It's time for Peachy's PIF review.
Hi guys, it's Peachy again. You must all be pretty impressed that I'm uploading so quickly, but well, I've got a lot of motivation. No, you are not jump scaring my subscribers again! So, as you can see, the Alex Begun didn't actually work.
I hate to ruin the surprise, but it's actually just water.
See, I thought I could go for like a Gremlins kind of thing. Like, if I spray water on you, then you'll like...
split into lots of smaller versions of me.
Yeah, because then you'd be more easily manageable.
And like Gremlins, it would also involve some jump scares.
Not here, thankfully.
Right.
There's going to be no jump scare warning in the description. I'm not going to put you guys through that again. That I must stress, that last time was his idea, by the way. That was completely him, all down to this piece of fabulousness here. So yeah, Alex wanted to do his bottom 10 PIFs as well, and he's going to do a lot of complaining, which you're very good at, and so am I.
Lots of complaining.
And yeah, let's get this show on the road.
Alright, let's rock.
Woo!
Woo!
Number 10.
What sort of person would jeopardize your job? Wouldn't listen to warnings? Wouldn't look into solutions? What sort of person wouldn't make one phone call to find out how to save their company from the Millennium Bug? Is it you? Call 0845 601 2000 today.
Okay, so this was Action 2000's infamous No Face Man campaign that I've actually... Did I put this on my top 10?
Scariest.
Yeah, I put it on scariest. I still stand by, it's pretty scary. Like, the guy without a face does kind of take you aback a bit.
Yeah, I put for my first point was ridiculously scary.
It's, well, to go with the point that it's scary, it was more scaremongering because it, like, literally didn't happen.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, just the whole, like, it's so over the top and just plain stupid at times. Like, that's sort of why I've put it in my bottom 10. I kind of like it just because of how silly it is.
It's got a good aesthetic about it.
It's like a time capsule, and you're sort of looking at the 2000, like, turn the millennium, and I don't know, it's just weird, like, oh yes, if Y2K happens, what happened to your face? Your face is gone. So I've got ridiculously scary, I kind of like it, but then I put misinfo because, like, the context of it is sort of the I mean, there's a lot of people who won't know what Y2K was now, because there'll be people who were born, like,
shit, yeah,
a year or two just before the millennium. But basically it was like...
It got down to the millennium countdown, and then all of our faces disappeared, and it took took 16 years to grow our faces back.
Yeah, I had to get those faces.
Yeah.
But basically there was, like, this, like, myth that there was going to be this bug that's going to happen on a computer somewhere.
It was something to do with the clocks going back to 0, and it was going to just
kill
screw everything up.
Computers and destroy the world, basically. And it's weird because it was sort of, a lot of people bought into it.
Yeah,
like
there was like action plan, like that's an advert for an action plan. The fact it has a PIF means
it held some track. It wasn't like just religious nutters going.
Yeah, it was actually like a widely believed
People were like, what if it happens? Yeah. He has a PIF with a guy, his face is gone.
Aren't
I
you
better
scared?
get the leaflet. Yeah. And I remember like The Simpsons did an episode where they made fun of it. I watched that when it came out, so it's quite strange. But no, it's kind of shit and stupid because it didn't happen.
So what about your scare factor?
Well, like a 9 or a 10 because
I'd agree with that.
It's screwed up.
He ain't got no face.
He's got no face.
Number 9.
What was that you did at the beginning? Like the...
You have to work it up. You have to build it up. Oh, and your notes have fell in the bin.
I'm not a meth dealer. I just play one on TV. It's a character I've chosen to portray. But if you decide to use meth, it could be the last choice you ever get to make. You won't be able to turn off the voices in your head.
Shut up!
You won't decide how to spend your time. You'll lose the ones closest to you.
You don't know anything! I hate you!
Your skin won't even feel like it's yours. Think you're trapped in a life with no freedom to do what you want? You choose meth, and you'll learn what being trapped really is. But hey, it's your choice.
So, I took this one from EA Sports Big's upload called I Am the One Who Knocks, which I think is a very clever title. What's with the weird angles and the sudden, transition to black and white? What is with this one?
I honestly think that this is possibly the worst PIF ever made, but it's also coincidentally the funniest.
I have to disagree with you there.
I think it's honestly like Batman and Robin. It's so unintentionally funny, but so awful. So I couldn't put it number one because I get so much enjoyment out of it. Yeah. Like you said, I've got the
acting's terrible.
My note reads fucking awful camera work. It just has this weird everything's going all over the place. That bit where it sort of zooms in on
it's a character chosen to portray
Bryan Cranston's face, and his face just flies off into the distance.
Why does he feel like he has to reaffirm the fact that he's not a literal drug dealer? I think we
ridiculous. Know. I'm not really a drug dealer. It's a character I've chosen to portray.
He's got such a weird cadence to his voice.
Yeah.
He sounds kind of snarky. Say, well, you can do meth, I suppose, but I won't be held responsible.
Oh, don't come crying to me, Bryan Cranston.
It's not Adam West.
No, Adam West.
Adam West.
I've got weird, stilted narration, awful acting.
I hate you!
I can't feel my skin!
He doesn't say that.
No, but it's oh man, and then there's that bit at the end.
Zombie at the end.
It's terrible. It's like a cartoon. It's ridiculous. Yeah. And I've got a point that says, feels like the US government forced them to do it.
Yeah, he feels pressed.
Hey, you've been doing this show about drug dealing. Yeah, maybe do this thing for us.
Yeah, maybe it was like a contractual obligation. He's like, alright, so you're going to do a show about drugs, so you've got to do a thing that kind of says, oh, drugs aren't cool, kids.
Don't do it. Don't do it. My final point was just stupid, over-the-top bullshit, but hilarious.
That sums it up. So do I dare ask you for a scare factor at all?
Personally, it's nothing. There is no scare factor, because it's hilarious and completely a misfire, but at the same time, I guess some people might find it scary.
Yeah, let's say 0.
Yeah.
Number 8.
There was once a land where the weather was very, very strange. There were awful heat waves in some parts, and in others terrible storms and floods. Scientists said it was being caused by too much CO2, which went up into the sky when the grown-ups used energy. They said the CO2 was getting dangerous. Its effects were happening faster than they had thought. Some places could even disappear under the sea, and it was the children of the land who'd have to live with the horrible consequences. The grown-ups realized they had to do something. They discovered that over 40% of the CO2 was coming from ordinary everyday things like keeping houses warm and driving cars, which meant if they made less CO2, maybe they could save the land for the children.
Is there a happy ending?
It's up to us how the story ends. See what you can do. Search online for Act on CO2.
Okay, Act on CO2. Dog killers extraordinaire.
Now, before I go into what I thought of it, I'm going to ask you as the resident expert.
Oh god, here it comes.
Was this shown before or after the watershed? Was kids intended to see this, or was it for adults?
Shit. I think it was shown before. I can remember seeing this in daytime TV. I don't know whether that's a false
No,
memory.
that's the thing.
But I'm
I
sure
can remember
it's like...
seeing this, but I don't remember seeing it before the watershed because I watched TV a lot as a kid after the watershed.
I thought it was quite recent though. Like, it's not really our generation. It's
No,
a lot more recent.
I don't know. I can't remember if this was... Well, that's sort of the question because it kind of hinges. Because...
If anybody knows for definite, leave it in the comments because I'm quite curious to know that as well. Do you know if it was banned? I think it was. Was it banned?
No. It
I'm
was
sure.
on TV.
I'm sure a lot of people lambasted against it because of the dog dying.
Yeah, but that's sort of what hinges on my dislike for this
There he
stupid
goes.
thing.
Bye, doggy.
Bye, dog.
Oh, the pub's called the World's End as well. Look at the cat. Oh my god, it's horrible.
That's like some Titanic shit there. But anyway,
Yeah, there was room on that table for the dog. The fucking cat just let him drown. Fucking cat.
Leo DiCaprio. No. Look, I just think it's shit. It's stupid because if it's made for kids, then it's way too serious for them to comprehend.
But the way that the narrative's constructed, it's obviously meant for kids to kind of go up to their parents and go, "Oh, I'm scared of the CO2.
But the problem is
Daddy."
if kids are going to watch it and not make any sense of it, and then adults who watch it, it's too dumbed down for. It's too stupid.
Yeah.
It goes like...
It doesn't strike the happy medium.
The magic gases go into the air. And it's like, kids aren't going to understand this. Adults are going to think it's dumb and it's just going to miss the mark. It's just stupid and it's quite pretentious as well. Like, it's really like speaking down to the audience watching it.
Uh-huh.
And then just that fucking last... Is there a happy ending?
It's a shite cliffhanger. It's absolutely ridiculous.
No, there's no happy ending. You're going to grow up and
you're going to be in a Tory government, my dear, and you're going to have no job and your Prime Minister's going to have Panama tax avoiding.
And if you're lucky, the world will boil and your skin will all fall off.
Daddy, I don't like this story.
Tough shit. That's life, kid.
Oh, so scare factor or no?
0.
Yeah.
It's just dumb.
It is.
It's just dumb.
Number 7.
A moment of cinematic joy. An experience shared. All gone. Imagine. Love cinema. Hate piracy.
Oh, John Hurt, how the mighty fall.
Imagine.
A shit PIF.
A shit PIF. Sky Atlantic.
You sold out, man.
This is very, very ridiculous. Like,
but remember when we went to the cinema and we saw this every fucking time we went to the cinema?
that's the worst thing about it. Like, if you
It
saw
targets completely the wrong audience because you're sitting there having just paid 20 fucking quid to go and see the latest fucking movie.
Yeah.
You're sitting there with your overpriced nachos and your pop and your ice blasts.
£3 for a bag of Doritos or something, and it's just
and it's like, oh, look, it's your fault. Your cinema's gonna die.
No, your cinema's gonna die, and you're gonna be trapped inside as a dusty ghost.
Not worse than being a dusty ghost. I don't know why that's tickled me.
A dusty ghost.
Dusty ghost. I think we've literally found the most Geordie thing to say.
A dusty
We
ghost.
were discussing this at work the other day, and someone actually said it was Kawasaki.
Kawasaki. Well, like
But
the
anyway,
bikes.
yeah.
A Kawasaki bike.
Back
A
on-
dusty ghost Kawasaki.
We're back on topic.
Yeah, I've got a note that just says played at cinemas, which kills the
Yeah.
point. Like, if you saw it in a vacuum, and it wasn't. Well, I imagine they're in a vacuum, these dusty ghosts. But, if you saw it just by itself, it wouldn't be so annoying. But the fact that this pretty much exclusively plays at cinemas and on DVDs,
yeah.
so things you've bought and paid to see, it's ridiculous. And then, like when they say, "Oh, the experience." All gone.
Like,
it's like
teenagers
cinema
having mobile phones
experiences
on in
often
front of you.
can be quite shit. I like going to the cinema and all, but like the idea that cinema is just this perfect, wonderful, magical experience is far from the truth. And the fact that cinema stuff costs that much, it's like if cinema wants to tackle piracy doesn't do that much damage actually, but what does is ridiculous cinema pricing. And like the amount of money you spend on food and shit, it's just bullshit.
Like the tacked on extras.
And just for like a little bonus point at the beginning, it's got like for what was playing at the cinema, it's got the Green Lantern, which was like a box office flop. So that says more than.
No wonder that cinema became a post-apocalyptic wasteland.
Yeah. So all the people were trapped inside and the dusty ghosts.
Dusty ghosts.
Have to see the Green Lantern.
I don't think this will have a scare factor.
No, it's not scary.
0.
And who went and did that little drawing in the dust saying the last cinema?
The last cinema.
Fucking hell! What a piece of shit.
Number 6.
She's got a smile that it seems to me reminds me of childhood memories where everything was as fresh as the bright blue sky. Now and then when I see her face, she takes me away to that special place. And if I stayed too long, I'd probably break down and cry. Oh, sweet child of mine.
Since 2000, speeding has killed a classroom of our children.
Oh,
shame on you.
Sweet love of mine.
You can never control the consequences if you speed.
Kids never stand a chance in a DOE PIF, I tell you that. If you see a kid in one of these, you know they're going to die.
I really don't like this one, and I know a lot of people do like this one, which is kind of what makes me hate it even
I reacted to this one, and I'll pop a link there. But I don't actually think it's that good. It's kind of formulaic. DOE are quite predictable.
Yeah, I've got a point that just says stupid, raspy singing, which is
yes, I've actually commented about that because I don't know. Well, some of my subscribers know that I like singing as well, but I'm not.
You did those covers, you did all the little PIF subscribers.
That's very true.
I think they know.
Yeah, if you haven't watched my singing videos, then go and watch them and then come back. But I'm not really a fan of the kind of Ellie Goulding kind of. She's gonna smile and sees to me. Yeah.
Do you need a drink, love?
That sounds like she needs a bit of a strepsil.
Yeah, I've got a cartoonish car crash.
Hold on a second. Look at this bit. The teachers in the background, they don't even move.
Can
I get an action replay of this? Watch this. They don't move.
Yeah, and to make it worse, it's like they might have seen it coming. It's like, oh, kids, look, there's a car. Look, kids,
shit.
There's a car coming. It's rolling towards you. Yeah, I gotta know it is. Cartoonish car crash kills 1 billion kids. And I put clickbait and intended to shock. It's like they went, let's go for the craziest fucking PIF we can do.
Yeah.
And everyone will want to watch it.
Yeah, they ramped it up to 10 for this one.
But... And I put a point that just says annoying, and it's got that shit. I put a quotation, shame on you, followed by fuck off. Don't tell me to be ashamed of myself.
Actually, shame on me, I don't drive.
It's like what? Don't make me feel guilty. Fuck off, man. Having a laugh.
Scare factor?
I don't know, I guess it's quite high, like a 7 or an 8, because you do see 1 billion kids get killed at once.
Yeah, and some conniving, obviously in-job teachers who are obviously in on it.
Oh, yeah.
Number 5.
Well, this one's a piece of shit.
Glad we're in agreement on that one quite quickly.
Well, I did it in my worst, didn't I?
Yes.
So, because it's a fucking insult to drinking and driving wrecks lives. It's just spits in the face of everything that campaign was for.
Yeah, my first 3 points are just lazy, dumb, no effort.
Pretty much.
It's
a guy with a Santa hat on doing some movements.
Like, he looks like a prat.
He's like, hey, look at him driving the car.
You look at him and you're like, oh yeah, I've got the one with dorky idiot doing panto. Like, he's such a... Even on a level of, is he doing a good mime job? No, he's not. He looks like a moron.
Yeah. I think this one's pretty much like a wasted opportunity. Like, they could have made this one a lot better, like, if they took the Santa hat off and he had, like, half his head missing because he was in an accident. I think if maybe
the tone was, like, if it changed... Like, if it went from being, like...
Or maybe if it had even, like, incorporated, like, sound effects, like a crash or something. Like, not his sound, but, like, a background sound.
I think if it had started a bit more happy, then maybe you were, like, then with false sense of security a bit, and you're like, oh, what's this? There's a guy he's doing... If he was maybe dressed up differently, but instead, because it's, like, a weird sepia-tone man... with a beige t-shirt on and beige pants, beige everything, and he's got a red Santa hat on, and he's doing this stupid... You're immediately like, oh, here we go. And then I've got...
Even the font, they've, like, fucked up. Like, it starts out the original Drinking and Driving Rex Lives font, and then it fucks it up. It's representative of what this advert is.
Yeah, and I've got cheap beyond all hell. Like, I know I was singing the praises of the Grim Reaper one as being good because it's not, like,
but this is an example of how not to do a cheap one.
Cheap looks cheap because all you do is got a guy and had him fucking messing around. Yeah.
I'm going to hazard a guess to say that this one has a scare factor of 0 as well.
Yes.
Unless you're scared of mimes.
Some people are.
I bet there is a phobia name for that.
Yeah.
I'll have to look that up.
Yep.
Number 4.
The voice you're hearing is mine. It was recorded last night after I had a few pints. I'm doing this to show that, well, because alcohol takes so long to pass through my body. Even though I feel sober now, my body is still drunk. And if I drove now, the consequence could be a fine, a criminal record, plus I could lose my licence, I could lose my job. Excuse me. Because the morning after, my body's still over the minute.
If Think were under the impression that this was going to make people take notice of how much they drink on a school night, it's not going to work.
No, I cannot put into words. Well, I can try, but...
I've got a word for you. Alcohol.
This annoys me to no end. Yeah. Whenever you put this on in the background, it's like...
Oh, calm down, computer.
Oh, your computer's having a bit of a...
Even my computer doesn't like this one. It's like, no, abort. I do not like alcohol.
Alcohol. Yeah, I've got extremely annoying voiceover. It's the most irritating shit to listen to. It's like, you can't understand what he's saying properly. It garbles the message.
I think that's kind of the point, though. Like, he's meant to sound pissed.
It's trying to make a point there, but at the same time, it's annoying. So people are going to miss the message because that's all just, oh, fuck it.
Didn't this come on, like, before YouTube videos as well? So people would just be like, oh my god, skip this shit.
Yeah, so I've got, like...
It's so boring.
Annoying voiceover, kills it, can't understand properly, messes up message, and then I put fucking burping and shit.
Oh, like, yeah, it's gross.
It's just annoying in every way. It's like a burping drunk guy going, alcohol, and a few pints.
And he says that he's over the limit at the
limit.
Over the limit.
Shit, I hate this one so much.
Another 0?
Yeah.
Alcohol.
Number 3.
You've taken I didn't see it coming. Alright, I wasn't speeding.
Do you see? Do you understand?
I wasn't speeding.
But you were going too fast. If you can't stop in time, you're going too fast, aren't you? That's why you killed me.
Well, that girl dressed like a hippie vegan cafe owner, middle class Waitrose kind of lady got absolutely owned by that car.
Yeah, this one's dire. This one's just atrocious.
Plus, you can tell the stuntman leapt up onto the car when they were doing it.
I didn't notice that. It's like it looks like they're launching themselves at the vehicle. No wonder she died.
Yeah,
she was just trying to attack the car.
Her vegan hippie middle class cafe owner life wasn't good enough for her.
Trying to get rid of it. She just hates motor vehicles.
Maybe she ran out of quinoa.
It was like reverse road rage from a pedestrian.
Yeah.
I put number one worst thing about this, well, among other things, stock sound effects.
It takes you so out of the mood of it.
Maybe, I don't know if anyone else catches them, like when you hear like certain stock sound effects.
Let me just. Yeah, that's not really good enough.
No, and then there's like when you hear like sometimes they'll have that fire one as well, like the or whatever, and there's certain like stock sound effects that get used, and as soon as you hear them, it takes you out of it completely. I put dull cinema work, like it's just not very interesting to look at.
And she's really whiny for a ghost. She is the worst ghost.
Yeah, but irritating, whiny. It's really melodramatic. I think I mentioned this in the other one when I was doing the top 10. You killed me! You were going too fast! It's like, God, maybe it's good she's dead. Who's going to miss that? And it's more than likely will put people off giving a shit. Can
I just make a point though? Did you notice that they stretcher her off with medical equipment on her? Yeah. They wouldn't do that if she was dead at the scene.
Yeah, pretty much.
They would cover her with the sheet and get her in a body bag.
Maybe one of them was like...
Maybe she's not actually dead, and then maybe a ghost will get sucked back in. And...
No, I think one of the paramedics is psychic and can hear her going, "You put me on the stretcher. Don't put a shield on me.
I don't like ambulances.
No." Fine, okay, fine. I'll put you on the stretcher. God damn it!
Jesus Christ, man. So another 0.
Yeah, scarily
one
crap.
Or 0.
Yeah.
Number 2. It's a double bill.
Funny. He loves them. He lives for them. But he forgets in a flash. He could be gone in a flash. Not funny. Slow down, stupid. Authorised by the Queensland Government, Brisbane.
Come on, Sammy, hurry up, darling. We're going to be late to pick up Chris.
Oh, Mum.
You feel like scrambled eggs for dinner tonight, mate?
No, thanks.
No? The tea.
Sure don't want to lift, Chris? Nah, Mum will be here soon. Oh, Mum.
Oh, we're not having a very good day, are we, mate?
No.
Hurry up, grab the book. Grab the book.
Playing soccer.
You're going to draw Chris playing soccer?
See ya. Oh, Cat, don't forget my blink today. Okay, bye. Mummy, look at my drawing.
Oh, it's lovely.
Can you tell me what speed you were doing? That may lead to criminal charges.
Enough is enough.
So this first one's called In a Flash, and it's by the lovely folks at Queensland Transport, who really know how to pick music for PIFs, don't they, Alex?
I hate the Queensland Transport people. I absolutely hate them. I didn't know anything about them until you started watching them, and whenever you put them on, I was like, this is the worst shit ever. This is my first point is awful music. Absolutely terrible.
It's like It's such a bad attempt at being like grim and like harsh rock.
And it has that bit where it's like not funny, but the thing is it is. It
it's
really
hilarious.
Is quite funny.
When the dad just fades
he
into
kind
the
of
ether.
fades away and the ball goes. I can't stop laughing when I see that bit. And the voiceover is just, it's stupid, it's annoying. It's like, it's so funny.
He's got Bryan Cranston levels of sarcasm.
And I put a shit voiceover that has to mutter like that little after thing. The
Authorised by the Queen, let's go
and it's really melodramatic. It's the usual like, oh, there you go, happy families get hit by a car, oh no, and there's shit music, there's shit voiceover, and there's it's just a mess. It's so bad. It represents like the most cliche drink driving PIF they can be, and it's awful.
Was it drink driving? No, it was speeding.
Speeding.
Get your facts right, Alex.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. So the next one was called Catherine, and it was the most middle class mother killing a schoolgirl. But technically, it's the little kid's fault when he goes, "Mummy, look at the drawing I did," and then she plows down this kid.
Yeah, I put these two basically joint bottom second because they're very much exactly the same. And again,
cheesy music at the end,
the
man.
music I've put generic, dull, cliched, lazy, happy faces - car crash, and then at the end I've just got in big caps written on my paper, as you can see. Yeah. Music at the end kills it. I mean, this is the enough is enough. It's just bad. I can't believe that it's like it's going okay. It could be like a mediocre, average sort of thing, but then at the end, it for any kind of concern or care you have for the whole thing, it's just dead, killed dead. With like they've bashed it over the head with a rock. It's just
they ran it over with a car.
It's like, oh, this is really tragic, and then like suddenly, 'cause enough is enough, and you just, oh fuck, man, really.
I think it just goes to show how important music is. You have to get the music right in a PIF, otherwise it completely takes it out of the
It comes across like a soap opera,
yeah,
and it's not in a good way, because you're meant to be like, this is believable. I don't want to drink, drive, or speed.
Yeah,
but instead it's like, this is TV. Everything is fake. Who cares?
So no scare factor for this?
No, it's just shit.
Yeah. I think instead of scare factors we should have done like shit factors.
Shit factors.
But then again, I suppose that's why you do them in descending order.
Yeah.
So speaking of shit music, let's move on.
Mm-hmm.
And now, the time you have been waiting for. It's time for
number one. One moment can change everything. One moment can turn everything on its head. One moment can finish your social life. One moment can make you a killer. If you kill someone by driving carelessly, you can go to prison for up to 5 years and get a criminal record for life.
Trapped in a moment. Trapped in a moment and there's no escape from it. Trapped in a moment.
One lapse can last a lifetime.
And there's no escape
From DOE, supported by MIS claims.
Jesus Christ, it's so bad.
This is the worst PIF
He's in the car
ever
and
made.
look at him, he's like,
whoa,
a tractor.
And everyone says, oh, it's the best. Isn't driving fun? And then the phone, like he checks his phone, it's the generic movie phone.
It's like a Nokia 3310 or something.
And it's just got a big giant flashing thing saying, what new message? I've got number one for the point of what's wrong.
Terrible green screen as
I've
well.
just got dash everything. Everything is wrong. I've got generic cell phone. The over the top car crash, and it has that like bullet sound effect in the middle.
Yeah,
It's such, oh man. It's like a movie car crash. Nothing is ever like that. Like, it's just...
I don't know how many car crashes have you seen in real life.
That's true. And the narration's very dull.
And then that wretch.
Yeah, and it's all like this melodrama, but the cream on this, like the
Turd
icing
cake.
on this turd cake, that makes it the worst thing ever.
I'll tell you what the icing on the turd cake is. It's Poundland Bono. Trapped in a moment.
Oh man, this could get like a sort of a pass, like until that music, when it comes in, you're sort of watching it and going, ho hum, this is kind of up. You're just sort of shrugging your shoulders. The moment that music hits, you're like, it's like, okay, it's okay, it's okay, and ruined.
I was watching you while you were watching this just to see like how quickly your reaction goes from like 0 to 10, and I swear to God, as soon as it comes on,
I collapse into like laughter and misery.
It turns something that's meant to be quite tragic and heart-wrenching into something absolutely hilarious.
Oh man, it's just like, it's got that little build-up.
And the guy looks so gormless as well. He's like, oh shit.
It's like, did I kill someone?
He's looking so spaced out because he's trapped in a moment.
Trapped in the moment. It's awful. So bad. I can't. If anyone, I know a lot of people like to say that Moment of Doubt, the one with the guy doing all the voices, is the worst thing ever. But that at least there's some skill involved. The guy has to be able to do all these voices, and the guy can act. And it's like, at least there's a clever concept behind it. It may not work, and it may be kind of stupid, but this is so much worse. So much worse.
You're not going to sway me a moment of doubt, but I'll give you that. It's terrible.
The effort and put into the other one versus this one. This is everything wrong with a PIF that there can be.
I don't even think it's that bad. Like, up until the music kicks in, like, it could be a passable PIF, but as soon as it goes there, it ruins it.
It's awful. It's so awful. It's awful.
Another zeroed out scare factor.
It's a 10 for the scare factor, because when that music comes in, you see your life flashing before your eyes. You get trapped in the moment.
So yeah, that's it for our
my
top
10. So,
well, bottom 10, not top 10.
So, well, yeah, anything but my top 10. So yeah, I hope I haven't been too annoying. Sorry to interrupt your scheduled programming.
I'm sure you'll be interrupting a few times from now. I've seen quite a few nice comments from people saying that they like
who knows if you guys want me to come back and do some other stuff. I don't really know what I'd do, but
leave him some nice comments. It's his first venture into the scary dark lands of YouTube.
Yeah, I haven't done anything on YouTube before. You can probably tell this is my first time at this, so
if it means anything, I think you did very well.
Well, thank you very much.
No problem.
We'll see you guys later.
See you later. Bye. Bye.
Bye.